What's up, guys? It's me, Alan. I am back with another video, and y'all know what fucking time it is. It is time for the Daytona 500 race reaction. And this is not the only race reaction you're getting tonight, because the Xfinity Series had to get pushed back to after the Cup Series, because Mother Nature's an asshole. Yeah, first things first, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I appreciate it. Make sure you just go to AJJ for $5 off on orders of $30 more at Circuit Diecast. I don't promote that nearly enough anymore. It's always in the description, but I never say it enough in the videos, so I'm gonna try to do that a little more. Also, I'm not gonna guarantee that I'm gonna be able to do race reviews every single weekend of the season. Next week or this coming weekend, I've got two different wrestling shows I'm going to, so there will be no Atlanta race reviews. But I want to try and do these more again as best I can, and go from there. So, with that being said, after the shenanigans with the duels, Kaz Grala goes to the back due to an engine issue. Ryan Blaney, your defending champion, Kyle Busch, William Byron, Noah Gragson, and Dan Hemrick all start at the back due to backup cars. Joey Logano and Michael McDowell earning the right to be on the front row. And McDowell in Front Row Motorsports, following Todd Gilliland, they have a new deal where they've been upgraded to a tier 1 team within the Ford camp and a new alliance with Team Penske. Congratulations. So, not even 10 laps in, and it's so fucking ironic because people were making 2012 Daytona 500 comparisons because apparently, while they were driving the track, two of the freaking track dryers got into each other. It's not the same thing as the Juan Pablo Montoya crash, but still. Not even 10 laps in, and we get the first caution today. Harrison Burton and Carson Hocevar get together after contact from Keselowski, because Keselowski doesn't throw the greatest, pushes or blocks at Daytona. Well, he got into Nemechek, got him sideways, made contact was made. Both go into the grass, go back up the track. Burton nails Grala. Priest got turned by Grala in the process. Hocevar gets into Jimmy Johnson. Pain. Because back in 2012, what happened when that Daytona 500 finally got started? I think it was lap 4 they wrecked and Jimmy got clobbered by Danica Patrick? What the fuck, man? Jesus. Um, and Austin was also involved. Grala, Hocevar, Burton, out. William Byron got a vehicle interference penalty. John Hunter Nemechek got a violation penalty of some sort. I think it was equipment. AJ Allmendinger gets hit with a restart violation penalty on the ensuing restart. Austin Dillon headed to the garage. He would return later. We go through the rest of stage 1. Penske's along with Bell, Hemrick, and Keselowski pit with 25 to go. Buescher pits by himself with 24 to go. McDowell pits with 17 to go, and by this point says, yeah, I might have a problem. And then the Chevys come to pit with 10 to go. More cars come to pit with about 9 to go in the stage, of course. Wallace has to lock it up a bit, coming in to avoid speeding. Most of the rest to not pit would pit, with the exception of David Reagan and somebody else. And Chase Elliott takes the stage 1 victory. Larson second, Chastain third, Bowman fourth, Byron fifth, Busch sixth, Hamlin seventh, Wallace eighth, Truex Jr. ninth, Suarez 10th. And McDowell would come down pit road pretty much right about the same time as the stage ending, so he could have his team look under the hood. Nemechek and Reddick would stall leaving pit road. Kyle Busch with a safety violation on pit road. Crew member fell on the wall. John Hunter Nemechek had a penalty for a crew member over the wall too soon. Austin Dillon would return at some point during the stage. At one point, McDowell reports that his car just shuts off, and then he gets it back going again. Most of the field would pit coming to 19 to go. Josh Berry gets spun by John Hunter Nemechek on pit road. Well, Wallace is a bit slow to come off pit road, but he does get going. Ryan Preece, unfortunately, gets a speeding penalty. Anthony Alfredo would pit by himself with 17 to go. More cars would pit with 16 to go. The final group came in at 15 to go. Haley pits with 4 to go with fuel pressure issues. And by the way, shout out Justin Haley, because in a Rick Ware racing car, this man was up near the front on his own fucking merit. Right behind Joey Logano, who was leading for a large portion of stage 2. That's insane. And speaking of Logano, his teammate Ryan Blaney just decides to hang Austin Cindric out to dry to get the stage 2 win. Cindric second, Suarez third, Busch fourth, Reddick fifth, Byron sixth, Wallace seventh, Stenhouse Jr. eighth, Allmendinger ninth, and Buescher in 10th. Kyle Busch was shown smoking on the apron under caution, flat left front tire, did not have the wheel nut on. Makes it back to pit road and more importantly stays on the lead lap, and Daniel Suarez got a penalty for equipment interference. Kyle Busch would scrape the wall crossing in front of Christopher Bell in the top lane, on the backstretch. Some cars would pit with 22 to go, and by this point, you start getting the final sets of pit stops. A few more cars, mostly Toyotas, come in at 21 to go. Hamlin, Busch, and Haley come in at 20 to go. The Fords pit at 19 to go. The last of the cars did not pit at 18 to go. And you could see McDowell stopped on pit road at one point. They ended up reporting that Bubba Wallace would have to stop for more gas at some point because he wasn't going to make it to the end, but he got saved a little bit because the big one struck. And I've mentioned this on Twitter. The fact that Wallace had to get out of the lead pack and back off some because he was told he was going to run out of gas before the end of the race and would eventually have to pit, that may have saved him here because Byron gets a push from his teammate Alex Bowman. Byron gets squirrely, gets into Keselowski. Brad gets turned into Logano and Ryan Blaney at the same time, and off it went. Most of the field got involved, and somehow Byron didn't, really? Because he ended up, being on the front row for the restart. So I don't know how he avoided getting caught up in that more than, what happened initially. Red flag would come out. Cindric, Larson, Keselowski, Elliott, Gregson, Hamlin, Blaney, Briscoe, Busher, Truex Jr., Bell, Logano, Byron, Hendrick, Gilliland, Priest, Jones, Reddick, Stenhouse Jr., Bowman, Gibbs, Alfredo Suarez, all involved, possibly slightly more. Then we get back to yellow. Reddick, Blaney, Stenhouse Jr., Logano, Keselowski, and Gilliland and Suarez all reported out. And then we get the finish of this thing. Caution comes out just after they take the white flag, allegedly. Chastain, Cindric, and others got involved. Basically, one dude is trying to block another. Guy gets turned, and off Cindric and Chastain going in the grass. They came back up track. A couple other people towards the back end got involved. I think David Reagan was one of them. NASCAR determines the caution came out after the white. Again, I would say allegedly because it's pretty fucking close. But because it's a Hendrick car in the lead, 40th year of Hendrick Motorsports, record-tying ninth Daytona 500 win at stake. And to top it all off, the last time that Hendrick wasn't on the pole for the Daytona 500 was 2012, and they won. So, William Byron gets declared the winner, and allegedly people are saying it should be Bowman. Either way, this is, what a finish. And some people are saying that this Daytona 500 wasn't good or whatever. I disagree. Um, I feel like the Cup race was very good. It wasn't a complete shit show like the ARCA and truck race were, but I think the finish is what's going to hurt it because you can make the argument that the caution should have come out before the white, and they could have ran it back. Um, so I think there's an argument there. Um, so I think that I think that could have happened. Not to mention Liberty University getting the win. I get that Byron goes to that college, and I understand he probably doesn't know or understand the things that Liberty University has been implicated in. But really, um, so yeah, somebody just said a few years ago in the truck series, they threw the yellow when a truck was at a 45-degree angle, inches before the finish line. In this case, they were spinning basically at the start of the trial, and they waited. That's why I'm just on that finish. Yeah. Um. I I I mean, I don't want to assume things, but I could kind of see that in a way. Some are saying that NASCAR didn't. Yeah, and then Daniel McFadden makes this post saying if it's not the timing loop but the moment of caution, then you know, then Bowman looks like he's out in front when the caution comes out. So again, Bowman kind of got robbed. I think I think you can make that argument. Um, and yeah, and somebody said I think maybe last grade loop. Don't do timing loops on the final lap though. Maybe it's just me. This is from Jet Krause, by the way. Maybe it's just me, but if NASCAR got the caution before the line, y'all would have called them out for trying to make it a show and extend drama. Yeah, it sucks, but calm down. Most of y'all just driven by the driver that won. And yes, he has a point there. We would have, us fans would have bitched no matter what. But, like, this kind of looks pretty fucking suspicious considering the fact of that, it's Hendrick. I'm just saying. And mind you, my favorite driver races for Hendrick. He just kind of got fucked over. So I'm not the maddest guy in the room, but I'm just a little bit like, you know, uh, eh, you know, eh. Also, fucking urinating tree. Shout out urinating tree because that man's fucking awesome. He made a tweet that said the ending to the cup race was like the ending to the Sopranos. I'm like, damn. um, I like how those three T cards on the base. Anyway, but yeah, no. So and some would say that Byron was still ahead. If he was, it was fucking close as hell. Very fucking close. So yeah. Um, yeah. And then says Josh.com says Bowman wins based on the rule book. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and then some people are saying that NASCAR changing the rules again. Like, um, I don't know, man. Again, I'm not entirely mad because one way or the other, the win goes to Hendrick. I wanted Bubba Wallace to win. Damn, he's not going to get it this year, but he did get a top 10. Like I said, having to pull out of the pack because he was told he was running out of gas, and then the big one and not getting involved in it saved him. He gets a top 10, and I'll fucking take it. But damn it. Ah, it is what it is, man. So I will catch y'all later tonight, probably after midnight at this rate, for the Xfinity Series review. Blessed to be back. Peace.